And gentlemen, welcome back to Formula Costco. We are here back in the points races for race 7 of the season. The second half of the season begins tonight here in Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix. After anti-All-Star race 2 weeks ago and an off week last week, we are back for the first points race in 3 weeks. And the drivers have had a nice break, but now it is time to lock in for the run to the finish to see who will be crowned the Season 8 champion. I am Norman Xbox with you as always, joined by Mr. BB and Potato. Potato, welcome. It's been a nice break, but good to be back. Yep, and qualifying underway, and a lot of rain coming down at the moment. We did hear before the qualifying got underway that it is supposed to rain the entire qualifying and most of the race, even though I did hear there is a chance that it dries up near the end. So we will see what happens with that. But for now, all these guys are slipping and sliding around Singapore. Here under the lights. Got Garrison on a lap right now. I believe Aiden was the first one to start a lap. We'll also have to point out, only 10 drivers here so far. I believe we do have a few more joining shortly, but definitely a lower turnout than normal here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be packed for the Costco Cup Series after this, but yeah, for this one, it's probably going to be a thinner field. As we just had somebody join, I think. But yeah, I mean, smaller field, but you're also going to be in the rain, so probably going to be pretty spread out here once we get this one going. I think Cole said it's going to dry out eventually, but I mean, depends on when that is. It's, I mean, you didn't even have to. I wasn't even in the lobby, and I already knew because everybody just collectively groans when you see the rain. A lot of these drivers don't like driving in the rain. Maybe all of them. They'd probably rather prefer driving in the dry even if they're better in the rain. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
On board with anti-All-Star race winner OP Cheesy Man here. Finally got that monkey off his back. Not a points win, but it is a Formula Costco sanctioned race that he did win. And he is actually the only pole sitter in Singapore Grand Prix history here in Formula Costco, so he will look to maintain that record. Garrison just went to the top of the 145.37. DeMeo to second. And Cheesy going extremely wide off the last corner. Finishes the lap in P6. Comes JB to finish his lap here. JB renowned in this league for his ability in the wet weather. Currently goes to 5th. And Banjo to P2 behind his teammate.
Joey getting his lap. He goes up to second. Finished 7th last time out at Monza.
9 drivers have set time so far. We got Logan on a lap and Cole on an out lap. Slurp, the only driver to go out there on the wet tires. He's in 6th right now.
Did Banjo do a lap and then he came back out, or is he still out from the beginning?
He, I believe, is still out there from his first one.
Banjo's kind of been slipping in points a bit as Cole's kind of closed that gap. If you don't mind, I could go into Potatoes Picks here. It's part of that. The other side of that, two things about the track and one thing about drivers. Let's start with the driver. I mean, you gotta go Cole here. He's really just ramped it up. I guess you could say past few weeks, even though we've been off a couple. I mean, first, second, first, and now going into this one has a chance to take the lead in points. I believe he's down 1 right now. So
I believe that is correct.
This is a huge chance for him. Obviously, it's going to be a bit hard in the rain, but I mean, if you pick a guy to go through any type of adversity, he's gone through probably the most these past 2 seasons. So we'll see if he can keep that up and takes the points lead earlier than he did last season. Right at this point, it was still Banjo controlling it. So see if he can change it up.
The gap is indeed 1 point between Banjo and Cole. Banjo up by 1 point right now, and Slurp is 35 points back, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, 35 back of Banjo.
Yeah, and then 2 things about the track. It's a really interesting turns 1, 2, and 3. You have a very sharp 90-degree left-hand corner to start, and then that turns 2 and 3 very tight off that corner. It's going to be really interesting to see if guys can make moves, maybe go back and forth, battles for positions through there. And then I'm also going to go with, really, you've got 2 DRS zones back-to-back, 13, 14, and 15 turns. All through those turns, there's 2 DRS zones. Those are going to be really important because after that point, the finish line's right off the last corner. So that's your last chance right there, that final straightaway. They'll have a couple corners after that, but that DRS zone's going to decide it late in this race if we still have a battle. So, yep. As we still have guys trying to put up laps, only 12 people in here. A little bit is
Cole did go to P1 while we were discussing Potatoes Picks.
Wasn't Snowy gonna get in?
By over a second and a half. I'm not sure. He's been having problems with his game all night. Josh just into the lobby. We have about 6.5 minutes left to go. Josh slipping and sliding through Sector 1. That is going to be the theme for most of this night. Unless we do get a dry-up period at the end of the race. Everyone just hanging on.
We'll see if anybody gives us any intel as to whether... Because we got some in China midway through, I believe, as to when it would stop, and then it did. We saw that race kind of play out. 3-car battles.
That's true.
See if that happens here again, where it's a mid-race change and we have a good portion of both.
Slurp is out on the intermediate tires now after doing his first lap on wets. This is actually, he's not using battery right now, so this is a warm-up lap. And actually, he's going to go into the pit lane.
Garrison, top of the board.
There he goes, 141 flat. A massive jump. And I believe that is because the rain looks lighter to me than it did at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, Josh went up to 6th there, and he was sliding through that whole lap.
Yeah, he was. That's a good point. Let's see what Banjo can do. Garrison's teammate. This looks like it's not a flyer for Banjo. He's going to come in back to the pits. We got about 4 minutes to go. Everyone will get one more run if they so choose. Got Logan in 4th right now. It's a good run for him so far. He's back out on track now. And Josh just said in the chat he's ahead of Banjo, and he's not wrong. Banjo gonna have to improve here on this last run.
Hang the banner.
He does not want to start P8.
I mean, heck, Josh had a 5-second lap at Belgium one time, so don't play down on him.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is
fastest
true.
lap in Formula Costco history.
That's a great callback right there.
JB, I don't think is going for one. He might be.
He just got up to second.
He just got up to second. He had still 30%.
That was on 3-lap-old Inters.
Yeah, I think
just went up to P2.
Probably focused on driving the track so much. You don't look at the battery, and you probably could use more.
I do think a lot of people go for multiple laps at a time on intermediate or wet tires, but still, that definitely shows me that the track is getting a little bit drier.
Yeah, more guys are coming out now. Bama, DeMeo, Banjo.
This grid's going to probably flip upside down right here.
Out right now.
In the last couple of minutes. Logan starts his lap, and we have basically the entire grid out there now.
That was interesting. Cheesy was on a hot lap, and I don't think he's going to go for one because he had a Haas on his way. I'd move out of the way. I think that was Bama.
Well, I don't think he's going to have time to get back. Logan really wide there in Sector 2. Got Aiden on a lap as well. Minutes ago here in Singapore qualifying. A lot is probably about to change. JB is still on a lap. He's actually going to cool his stuff down, recharge his battery, and go for another one on very old tires here. Garrison, the current pole sitter, back out again for one last go at it. Aiden improving so far through Sector 1. Logan also improving.
Yeah, he was improving by more than he tapped the wall.
Yeah.
At some point, so he's going to be a lesser at an advantage to his previous lap, so he'll get an improvement on it.
20 seconds. Can all these guys make it back in time? We have a crowd of guys in Sector 3. Oh, and Banjo just got reset. Is Banjo going to make it back to the line? I don't think he is. It's going to be really close. 5, 4, 3,
he's gonna do it.
2. He made it by 1 second. Josh did not make it. Garrison did not make it either.
Well, Garrison's on the ball right now. I think he'll be fine. He might get surpassed.
He is, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, Banjo's
Logan did not jump any positions.
I think.
Oh, and Banjo's out! Oh, man. Banjo going to be at a disadvantage to start the race. Joey up to second. Improves by almost 4 seconds there on that lap. Got JB improving again on very old inserts. Cole improving by over a second so far. Jeezy, the only driver to ever sit on the pole here at this track. Cole, his teammate, trying to join him. This looks like a pretty good lap from the McLaren of Cole. He goes super wide, and he's going to drift to the last corner. It's going to be enough. No, it's not!
That might have lost
misses the pole by 2/10 and lost it all in the last corner. Oh, man. What about Bama and Slurp down here? They're going to need good laps. Slurp in Sector 3 on a pretty good lap. There's a very good chance Banjo starts last right here. Here comes Slurp out of the last corner. Slurp looks like he's going to get it. Can he do it?
Yeah.
He can. 140.78. Provisional pole for the Red Bull of Slurp. Can any of these guys down here do anything about it? It's down to DeMeo and Bam, I believe. JB does not improve position-wise. Here comes DeMeo. DeMeo's a shot at this thing here. And DeMeo not going to do it. He's going to go up to 7th. And now it is down to Bama. And not sure where Bama got. He got P7. So it'll be Slurp on pole position here in Singapore.
We mentioned it's still not out of this championship fight, obviously. I mean, we're not even
absolutely
close
not
to
a long way to
the
go.
finish. I mean, we've got a long way to go. He can has a lot of time to make this gap shorter. So he's going to try to do it.
Speaking of the championship leader will be starting in
last.
P12. Last place starting spot for Banjo tonight.
And not only that,
especially
I mean,
since we know the race is going to be wet conditions, it's going to be harder to pass.
Yeah, not only that, but I feel like he might have some connection issues if he was having that happen.
I'm not sure what happened there. I
think I saw him lag before he left, so I think it had something to do with that. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
There was one more look at your grid. Slurp, Garrison in the front row, then you got Cole. I expect more rain right here, and it is raining, but not as hard as I thought it would be. So definitely looks like there's a chance that we get dry weather here at the end of this thing.
It looks like these guys are really going to be slipping and sliding through the first couple of corners, back and forth. See if there's probably going to be at least some contact, but really it's whether you get damage in the car. See if these leaders can make it through, and if Banjo's in here, if he can make it through. Starting in the back.
Gonna have to keep a close eye on that Williams. Down all the way in P12, but here we go. Slurp and Garrison will lead us away. It's been a 3-week break since a points race, but we are back and underway. The Singapore Grand Prix is underway, and oh my god, my controller died. I can't see. Slurp goes into turn 1. Cole inside Garrison side by side for second, and still side by side.
Joey is
still side by side for P2.
He had an issue in the first corner. He's now down to 12. As Banjo is here.
No.
He's in 9th, right behind Cheesy at the moment.
Oh my.
I
don't have batteries, Potato. I'm sorry.
Okay. Something's wrong. It's extremely wrong with Joey right now. He's down to 12. He doesn't have any damage, but he was swerving the car in the straightaway. The car was trying to get grip as he must have spun out.
Okay, we're good.
I couldn't tell. I was looking at the front. Well, in the front, the same 3 have stayed top 3. But obviously, a huge, horrible start for Joey here.
Joey all the way from 4th to 12th. Banjo's up 4 spots here in the first 2 sectors of the race. Just got by Cheesy. Now Bama up 3 spots. That's a good start for him. Just got past his teammate for JB for P4. Garrison was able to hold off Cole for second, and Slurp is already gone by 2 seconds as a result of that second place battle. DeMeo up 2 spots.
Incredible start for Bama. Both those hosses, 4th and 5th. You'd think JB would stay in front of his teammate considering his prowess on the rain, but both of them inside the top 5 right now.
Slurp leads lap 1 of 31 by 2 seconds over Garrison and Cole. Their fierce lap 1 battle was not the... Oh, Garrison got super sideways into that corner.
Yeah, and JB hit the wall trying to catch up to his teammate off the corner there. Just so loose.
Oh, and that's DeMeo got really loose off of that right-hander as he tries to close into Aiden for 6th place. I believe everybody is on inters. Yes, they are. We'll have to see if the rain does indeed stop and we'll get a crossover point. That is obviously going to be very crucial in this race. Watching the Haas battle for 4th and 5th. JB closing back up to Bama now.
Be very
continuing
careful.
to pull away up front.
He moves here under the rain, but I mean, clearly for some of these guys, you know, Banjo and Bama have been doing it with ease. Up 4 and up 3. Banjo's gonna stall that since those first moves he made.
Remember, no DRS because we are in intermediate conditions, so it's all about ERS right now. Slurp takes the fastest lap with a 1:46.36. Cole closing in slowly but surely to Garrison for second. 1.3 back of him is that Haas battle we've been watching. Joey goes around Josh for 11th in turn 1, trying to recover from the rough lap 1 that he had as his teammate leads the field. Mentioned Logan, who was in a good spot in qualifying for a while. He ended up dropping to 10th after everyone was able to improve, and has stayed there through 2 wins, some change laps here in the race. And yeah, we did mention Banjo. Banjo has not moved from P8 since the first lap of the race. In front of him, you got a close battle between DeMeo and Aiden for 6th and 7th.
I wonder what.
Oh, Aiden may have tapped the wall right there. Got pretty sideways.
Oh, God.
And he is really sideways again.
Banjo's trying to get in this.
Banjo is there behind them. You got Logan closing on Jeezy. DeMeo all over the Racing Bull. Looking for a spot to make his move. He has a full battery, using some of it now. Using a little bit more of it. Could this be DeMeo's chance to get the move done? He goes to the inside of the Racing Bull for P6 and takes it away from Aiden. Aiden looking for a crossover. There's some contact. And DeMeo finishes the pass. Slurp another fastest lap. That one was about as Bama lets JB go into turn 1. Some team orders there for the Haas guys.
Yeah, JB has finally, you know, kind of figured this out. We know that he's so good in the rain. Now he's really picked it up to 4th.
Slurp still pulling away.
Yeah, Ben's just been kind of stagnant where he is. Isn't able to gain too much. Oh,
We got a caution.
JB!
Excuse me. Oh, JB, what happened to the awesome JB?
Probably hit the wall again, I would assume. Might have had some further contact.
Trying to see
He's
if
been
the Haas
slipping.
has
I don't think he doesn't
damage,
have
and
front
does
line.
not look like he has damage.
No. He's been sliding the whole race, but has used that to his advantage to really have, get some pace out of the car, but too much there.
Bama had just let him by. And now JB has fallen all the way down to 8th place. That's another spot for Banjo, but he is not showing the pace that we're used to seeing right now. I know he says he struggles in the wet conditions, but usually you would think he would be a little bit closer to the front. But we saw DeMeo get by Aiden. He is pulled away by 2 seconds with just a lap and some change, and is on his way to go challenge DeMeo, showing some good pace here. Up 4 spots since the start and closing on Alabama for 4th now.
And honestly, JB is looking hungry, trying to get this spot back.
Yeah, he is.
Banjo.
DeMeo has not won since the season opener last season. It's been over a season since that Ferrari has gone to the top step of the podium. That said victory lane, wrong sport there.
Yeah. It's been a bit probably victory lane too, at least for counterpart. But
yeah, it has. It's been over a season now almost since he's won in Cup as well. He won the race to win the championship last season, but that was his last win.
yeah, it feels honestly more than that, just because of all the stuff that happened last season for him.
That is true, yeah.
But now,
And then that race, he didn't even cross the line first.
yeah. Again, I mean, I think it's a slurp for the fastest lap. I think this, this
Another fast lap.
track's picking up, man. I mean,
The
it
Slurp
doesn't
is pulling
visibly,
away. He now has a 4.3 second lead.
I mean, it's still visibly pretty bad, but I don't know. I mean, this definitely looks better. Oh,
JB into the pits.
yeah.
The first driver we see pit. What is the strategy here for JB? We noticed he did not have damage, so this is purely strategic. He's going to go to another set of inners.
So that's not a good sign for this race being going to dry.
Interesting.
Going back on inners. Battle for 8th here. Logan tried to send it up the inside. Cheesy defended.
There's Joey back behind these guys closing in. Cheesy, the anti-All-Star Race winner from 2 weeks ago. Looking for his first points of the season here tonight. Logan with a big send to the inside of Cheesy there. And here comes Joey also. Cheesy holds on for now, but he has heavy pressure from an Alpine and a Red Bull behind him.
Yeah, Cheesy needs a good result here. Even though, I mean, you're coming off of a win. His results this season, and I keep bringing it up. I mean, he hasn't finished better than 12th. And it's been 16, 14, 15 this past 3 point-paying events. Even though, I mean, he showed a ton of pace at Monza. Just
Banjo looking for 6 on Aiden here. He's going to go to the inside into turn 1. And Aiden able to hold him off.
I wonder how much leeway they're
Banjo
giving them.
continuing to just be stuck here in 7th.
Push that first corner a bit wide. one of those tracks where if you go wide in turn one, you might end up getting a penalty for turn two because of how quick that switchback is. You'll end up cutting the next corner.
Joey all over Logan now. Oh, Logan got loose on the curb there. Very squirrely. Here comes Joey to the outside because of it, and Joey going to take advantage of Logan's mistake and take ninth away. As they drift through Sector 2. Now Joey going after his good friend Cheesy for 8th place.
Cole has stayed this race just kind of a bit of a distant amount behind Garrison. He's about 8 tenths behind. It'd be a lot better if we were in dry conditions and had DRS. That number would look better, but you know, doesn't really mean much when it's just DRS you're depending on.
Fast lap. Slurp with a 5.3 second lead now. Caution Sector 2, that is once again for JB. It was still going, but something clearly happened to the Haas once again. This has not been the race that I believe JB was hoping for when he saw that it was wet conditions.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, even the best in the wet conditions don't like it. I mean, it's not something you really prefer to drive in. Sorry. Cole has really closed the gap to Garrison. He is right behind him.
There's a time penalty for Aiden. But yeah, Cole, the closest he's been for P2 since the first sector of the race.
I think maybe Aiden.
Garrison, I think, may have made a mistake because Cole closed in by a lot very quickly.
Aiden might have cut the course because he is Banjo now gaining on him.
Bama now almost within a second of the second place battle.
Oh, that's Joey went wide there behind Cheesy. It's got to be frustrating. So many of these guys just following behind another driver, just puttering around the course, not being able to do anything. My guy's seeing a front windshield full of a blinking red light in the rain and not much to do with it.
Cole closing in through turns 1, 2, and 3 again. There's Bama now 8 tenths back. Banjo's... Once he got close to Aiden, Aiden pulled away.
He got close and then Aiden gapped it again, but the thing is, Aiden now has that penalty to deal with. Kind of been roles reversed for Williams in this race. Last season we've seen Banjo up near the front and Garrison having to deal with some trouble at the start, and now it's kind of roles reversed here as Banjo had to start from the back. Maybe not as faring as good as his teammate has this season when he's done it at least most of the time.
"22 laps to go as we complete lap number 9.
Or just getting faster and faster. I mean, you'd have to think that'd be a sign of it lightening up, but I mean, it's still really...
But even then, he still has a massive lead.
Yeah.
It is interesting seeing everybody just drift their way through the corners. But every time they make it stick, there's a time penalty for JB, whose rough race continues. We've talked about Bama and that ever elusive podium this season. This may be his best shot at it since, I believe Spa, was it, that he got really close? Yellow Sector 3, that is for JB, who was stopped on the front straightaway.
And
Banjo was getting...
Zandvoort, but wasn't incredibly close.
Banjo getting very close to Aiden for P6 once again.
Easy.
We saw him think about a big dive, as Cheesy and Joey behind them also going at it. Logan still watching on.
I think that was just Joey trying to make a move and it didn't work out.
I think we're seeing signs of Banjo starting to get impatient. Because he thought about a big dive on Aiden, but did not quite make it stick.
Yeah, I mean, Cole's one of those guys you don't want to be falling behind him midway through a season and points. He cranks it up at the end of the season, so you want to have at least some type of a cushion like Banjo had last season. And I really think, I mean, that's just one of those, kind of like we saw, like a Denny Hamlin in NASCAR, or another driver who just, you lose a championship late in the season and you go to the next one, it's like, dang, you really wish you had that one, because now you're in this situation where they're going to be trailing in points now. You're still going to probably be in second, but going to be at a deficit heading into this later portion of the season. There's a lot to go, though. So a lot of this race left, too. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah. A lot can change. We did mention that there is a chance that it clears up. We will see what happens with that. I think everybody in this race besides Slurp is hoping that the rain stops.
I'm sure Slurp's probably not happy about it, but I mean, you drive good in it, and you can't really complain.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain about an 8.5 second lead.
I mean, Banjo's still just trailing
Watching
behind.
Closely the second place battle. Bama's dropped off this battle now. But Cole has a run. Does he have enough to get there? And decides not to go for it.
I think Garrison was kind of playing with his food there, because he still had a good amount of battery that Cole was using.
Yeah, he does. Be interested to see what the pit strategy looks like for these guys. Do they pit for new enters, or try to see if it'll dry up? Cole with a run there off that corner. Still not quite close enough to make the move. He is closing now, though. Once again decides not to go for it. I think Cole knows it's a long race. He's probably not going to get to Slurp unless something happens, so he's just trying to be as patient as he can with this pass on Garrison. Probably the smart way to go, as the lead is now up to 10 seconds. But it is pretty clear, to me at least, that Garrison is now pulling Cole up.
Well, then again, though, I mean, Garrison is choosing not to use a lot of his ERS here. Even if Cole does get a good look, he might just battle back with that. And I mean, that's why I think it's, usually I think that because they're teammates, it's why it happened. But the two Haas's giving each other a spot, I feel like you don't really see that on the rain because it's so important to keep track position. As we've seen so many guys just follow behind another driver, so hard to pass. Got the hell with DRS. I mean, you'll see in the rain, the grip difference off the corner, one car behind another is so big. I mean, it'll look close, but then you go off the corner and the other driver will just pull away.
Still no real changes, really, at the end of the battles we were watching. Cole using more ERS here, but still is not going to make the move for second. We saw Cheesy and Joey battling for P8. Cheesy's pulled away from Joey. Banjo still has not been able to get around Aiden. This is kind of a just, I feel like a wait-and-see type race. And there's a time penalty for Logan, because we don't really know what the weather's going to do.
One thing though, if it does stay raining, the undercut on the tires could be huge for making passes.
That is true.
You don't have to do it on track if you just do it on the pit lane, doing it a lap or two earlier than the guy in front of you. Sector 1, that's JB again.
JB again.
Banjo had a look at it there, but again, I mean, Aiden's at 100% ERS right now. He's just, you could, oh, he's gonna pit here. Aiden's gonna pit.
Oh, Cole, oh my goodness, that was close. Cole finally makes the move for P2, and he almost just ended his race because of it. He made a super late kind of move to the inside.
There's no backing out of it when it's, I mean, it's this slightly. You gotta just commit to it. There's 3 people have now gone down pit road all in this cycle. It looks like they're gonna stay on the enters, it looks like.
Oh my god, Hubert Davis got fired.
Well, we all saw it coming. I think, at least.
Thank God, honestly.
Yeah, these guys staying on intermediates. It looks like it might just be a rain race. Who knows? Because if you're pitting on lap 13, I feel like it might just be going to the end. Who knows, though? I mean, it's a long way. I don't really know what the... It's hard to gauge the tire wear other than just lap time when it's in the wet, because it's hard to see the ripples in the tire wear.
Bamba back again and is back and challenging for podium position. Back within a second of Garrison. The rain looks like it's about the same as it has been, and there's really nobody close to each other on track besides these front, or these 2, 3, and 4 guys.
Josh down pit road. Pit lane, he'll probably go back on intermediates like everybody else.
Yeah. I do not think that putting dry tires on right now is the move, as Josh tries to go to inters. It would be a major, major risk, and I do not think that it would work. There you see the tires. We had Aiden pit, we had Joey pit, we had Logan pit, Josh just pit, and JB pitted a while ago. see how long these guys take it.
We're down 2.5 seconds to his fastest lap we saw midway through the run. Did the game just do the thing it did with Jake?
And I'm not sure what happened.
But JB's in second right now. Is it just, does that show that on my screen, or is that?
I do not see that, as we have Garrison and Bama both down pit road. Four intermediates.
Back to 12th.
And Banjo is in now.
So weird, yeah, it had JB, he got passed by a Slurp going a lap down.
Bama Banjo Cheesy Alta new intermediate tires, as there's the fastest lap for Aiden on fresh tires. Cole has closed that gap up front down to under 8 seconds. Still obviously a long way to go.
Huge undercut for Joey on Cheesy, and he's now to the back of Banjo here. It's a bit distant though.
And a speeding penalty for Josh, and he's done for the day. That should not be a safety car as Slurps into the pits. The leader is coming in.
Cole comes
Slurp
with
will go
them.
to another set of entries, and Cole is in as well. Let's see, here comes DeMeo. And with that, everybody will have made a pit stop.
Well, DeMeo. But I guess he didn't already. But yeah, because Garrison's gonna retake him. I guess yeah, DeMeo's just by himself, so he'll probably fall
And
back.
Garrison versus Cole. The undercut is going to work for Garrison by a pretty significant margin. So Garrison's back up to second, and the undercut also worked on Slurp because the gap is now 7 seconds only.
Second, third, and fourth all within less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, Bama closed that gap a little bit. Cole closing the gap back down to Garrison, already down to half a second. As we complete lap 17, 14 laps to go. And there's the fastest lap for Garrison, actually.
Wow. He's taken a couple this season, I think.
He has.
Yeah, in race 1 and race 5. I'm gonna do it again, and this time he's in second. Yeah, but he's not the fastest lap there, but Cole's right behind him.
Yeah, Cole is still right there. Oh, Garrison with a big slide through that corner. Oh, Cole taps the wall there.
We already saw an aggressive move from Cole. He's going to have to pull off another one to try to get past Garrison. And meanwhile, Slurpin, this is kind of back up to 9 seconds. Still not quite recovered to where it was before that pit stop.
I don't think it's going to matter.
But it's not going to matter. He just put up the fastest lap again.
So we got battles for 2nd and 3rd, we got battle for 6th and 7th, and that's about it, I believe. Cheesy, something must have happened to him, because he dropped
also, I think,
well behind Logan.
I mean, just the undercut and overcut. He's on fresher tires right now, so Cheesy pitted 2 laps later.
Time penalty for Joey.
2 laps later than Joey and Logan, so that's probably a big factor in that. I mean, Cheesy, he'll probably just get 1 point here, which is better than what he's gotten all season, so there's something.
That is true. So everybody kind of splitting the race in half tells me that I don't think we're going to get any dry conditions in the race.
Cole said he'd think that it'd dry up, but I guess not. And that was before the race where
he said there's a chance at the end, but...
Okay. So.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, JB, I did not even realize he lagged out, but he's back. That's good.
Might have been why it had him in second for a second on my screen. It probably... Something going on there, but yeah. The bookends of the fields, 1st and then 10th and 11th, are probably set in stone to end this one. With 11 more laps to go. 11 and a half. Banjo had some contact to get past Aiden. Finally.
He finally does get it done.
I mean, that has to feel so much relief all race.
He's been behind him since, what, lap 3, I think?
Yeah, I mean, he's just been stuck behind him. And now he's 10 seconds, it's 10 seconds up the road to DeMeo. He's done a great job at just staying consistent in that P5 spot. That's really a situation where the overcut really works out for DeMeo. I mean, he's not in any trouble in front or behind him. So it kind of helps him just kind of have good tires to end the race.
The battle to watch is for P2. Likely going to be the only battle unless we get a major change here late in the going. And there's a time penalty for Cheesy as well. So 7th through 11th now all have penalties. Cole the run. Thinks about it, but nothing doing there. Three tenths, 2 tenths. Cole using the battery. Garrison blocks the outside, does not give Cole a lane, and there's some contact. Cole gives Garrison a bump through the corner, and now goes to the outside. Not the first time these two have made contact this season. Garrison giving Cole not much room, but Cole still sticks his car to the inside. There's more contact between them. Still wheel to wheel off the left-hander. Now Cole to the inside. Garrison gives him no room. Cole spinning around. Cole goes around. Oh my goodness. Cole and Garrison come to blows again.
There's only so much spots
and that is not going to go over well.
On a tight course to stay side by side. And it finally boils over.
Garrison just really gave him no room. Looked like to me.
Yeah. I wonder how much, though, he could have gone wide in the rain without hitting the wall in an accident. But yeah, I mean,
that is true.
A bit of
I'm
a
sure there will be
squeeze
plenty of discourse about that one after the race.
Yeah.
But here's now Bama in position to potentially get a second place finish here.
And we saw Cole and Garrison get together earlier in the season at another night race.
Oh, they've gotten together more than
once.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, it's definitely been a story for them. Bama may be a bit excited. He's getting loose off the final corner there. He is in a podium position.
He is charging.
And yeah, he's trying to get to Garrison, man. He's trying to get another one.
Be interested to see if Cole's able to close back into this battle. I'm sure he's going to be very
be
motivated,
I mean,
to say the least.
I just don't know how much you can gain in the rain. I mean, we saw it with
He's not out of this battle yet. He's already closed it under 3 seconds.
Be huge for Haas though if they could pull it off. They were 4th and 5th earlier before that issue for JB. It's kind of spiraled. But Bama himself has gone up to 3rd at the moment. We'll see if Cole can run him down. He's already down to 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, Cole is flying right now.
I mean, you're right. He's a man on a mission.
Bama 8/10 back of Garrison, Cole 1.7 back of Bama. Slurp still in his own zip code, 12 seconds up the road. But this battle for P2 has provided us with some excitement.
You almost wonder if Cole's going to get another shot at Garrison.
I think he is, and I don't think it's going to be pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cole obviously is a pretty respectful driver, but I mean, there's only so much. I mean, you get two guys, they get together multiple times in a season, it can boil over. We've seen it with the best of them. So.
It already boiled over at Jeddah, I think they made contact.
Yeah, but I mean, there's been excuses of, oh, you went wide, or I'm just merging back onto the track. But I think if anything happens here, there's less excuses and it's more, I'm not happy with you.
Joey is into the pits, and so is Logan. Doesn't look like it's drawing up to me.
I think we went back on inners.
They're going to another set of inters.
That's interesting.
At least Joey is. And Logan to medium tires, so he's going to try it.
Another pit mistake. I mean, he's had 10 of those.
We're going to...
Oh my goodness.
Logan has been the one to do the very interesting strategies this season.
You think once he left Ferrari that would stop?
Joey gets a white line penalty.
And wait,
and that might cost him...
Logan just get that too?
That's going to cost him 9th. I don't think so.
He did. I think.
They both got it?
He's up to 13 seconds, and so is Joey. I think they just both got it.
Oh my goodness.
Just barely over that, that white line on the exit off of turn 1 is when you're supposed to merge after that. And they came up too early.
There's JB getting lapped by Garrison and Bama. And Cole gonna go by as well. Cole within a second of Bama now, as he looks to regain what he lost as a result of that contact and spin.
Garrison's safety in the cockpit of his car might be determined as to how much Bama holds off Cole. I think it's a question of not if, it's when Cole will get past Bama.
Yeah, Cole is closing in a hurry. He's pretty determined right now to get back up a second.
And then this is one of those drives, though. I mean, in the moment, you're racing mad, and you'd be mad after the race, but looking back weeks back, I mean, this is one of those runs that really helps you in the championship. In a race where you should be down and out, not getting
Absolutely.
a podium. Driving his way all the way back on pure pace, no DRS needed, trying to get back in a podium spot.
Half a second back is Cole. Under 7 laps to go now.
Oh, big gain off the corner for
Oh my
Cole.
goodness.
Nearly hit the rear diffuser of Emma there. Here we go.
Here comes Cole with a big run on Bama. Gonna go to the inside. Bama defends around the outside. And Joey with a time penalty.
I'll give it to Logan. He is committed to the medium tire. Just don't think it's really
Aiden's pitting.
working out. It goes down pit road. Cole has now lost some time in this second sector.
Another set of injuries for Aiden, and Bama's pulling away from Cole again now.
Yeah, big time. Rough sector there for Cole. We might have called it too early, man. I mean, Bama could still hold off for this podium.
Bama is really hungry for a podium.
That'll do it. That alone can carry a driver to a good finish.
Haven't shown Slurp on the screen for a while. He's kind of just on a Tuesday night drive right now.
Yep.
Doing his thing, 13 seconds ahead. No real threat, just kind of doing his thing. JB's back into the pits again.
On the soft tires.
Banjo's also pitting now.
Oh, yeah. Is it just too much? I mean... well,
It could be, but it also
late.
could be for a fast lap attempt, question mark?
Well, yeah, you used up a big amount on Cheesy. That probably is why.
Yeah, he does have a pit stop gap, so nothing really to lose. I think maybe he's thinking, oh, safety car, I maybe can gain positions or something. I'm
Gotta be careful, though.
not
Don't
100% sure.
Don't do what Joey and Logan did. He doesn't.
Yeah, that is true. Cheesy is going to be side by side with Banjo. And is Cheesy going to get around him? He is not.
He's either the benefactor of Joey and Logan's odd situation with their pit stops. Up in the 7th. And that should be where he stands. That pin will be... yeah, only 3 seconds, and Joey's is up to 16, so... be a good finish for Cheesy here, all things considered. Yeah, but I mean, how about this? Garrison maybe got a but got a bit scared. He says, I gotta get out of here. Can't like,
Oh, some contact between Bama and Cole.
can't let Cole get up to him. I mean, it's out of his control now. Cole just can't get past Bama.
DeMayo's pitting now.
He is. I mean, he has
everybody that has a pit stop gap is just using the opportunity to get fresh tires, make sure they're good to make it to the end of the race.
DeMayo has a solid minute between, behind and in front of him, so no issue there.
Yeah.
He almost went over the line.
Slurp crosses the line, that'll be 4 to go, and there's a time penalty for Banjo as well. We rarely see that out of Banjo, but...
Yeah, maybe just frustration trying to get a lap down. Or just going all out on a lap. He knows that he has a gap, so he's just pushing everything to try to get fastest lap.
I believe this is going to be Banjo's first non-podium of the season, unless we get something drastic changing in the last few laps. He and Cole, I'm pretty sure, are the two that have finished on the podium every race.
They finished on the podium every race, and Cole hasn't finished.
Cole all over Bama now.
Cole hasn't finished outside of third.
Bama battling hard.
Since race 2. So...
here comes Cole to the outside of Bama for third, and gets that moved on, and now has his sights set back on Garrison. We've been watching this very, very closely. JB actually went to soft tires, by the way. There is, looking at the track, there is a dry line forming, but they're only...
I was seeing when DeMayo was...
3 laps to go.
When DeMayo was pitting, JB was coming behind him a lap down, and he was sideways on the straightaway, so... Definitely...
Fair enough.
It's, you know, not incredible. Because this is Logan, it's not getting lapped.
JB is back into the pits, just as we mentioned that. As Logan goes a lap down, and that's Aiden going by Joey. We have a 3-car battle here, and Aiden on much faster tires than Cheesy, trying to go by him. Should get that moved on pretty soon. Cole closing on Garrison, down to 1.1 seconds now. I remember in the party before this race, Slurp was like, I don't think I'm winning, as Bama's pitting. So Bama, he already fell 3 seconds behind Cole, so Bama gave it all he had. Knew that he wasn't going to get back to Cole, so going to use the opportunity and come in for a second time. Get some fresh enters on his Haas and go back out and unfortunately be content with his P4 finish. That was almost his first podium once again. Cole is flying up towards Garrison, and here we go once more between these two.
He's getting bigger and bigger in the mirror. Might get too close, hit the Intimidate button and mess up Garrison. That'd be interesting here. These two, obviously, we've talked about it. Gone together so many times this season, now again, are closing in on each other.
Another time penalty for JB. Cole with a wiggle off the corner there. Still was able to gain a little bit of time. Slurp about to cross the line to hit 2 laps to go. Slurp has led every lap and absolutely dominated this thing. No one's been within 2 seconds of him since the first lap of the race. And Garrison coming into the pits.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder
So Garrison,
if
I guess his
wears
tires
that.
can't make it.
Yeah.
Wow. So now Bama still could potentially get P3 here. Let's see if the undercut worked for him.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean,
Wow.
forward
I was
thinking.
expecting some fireworks, but instead we get Bama, or Garrison, excuse me, coming into the pits. Here comes Bama around the final corner. Does he have enough to get by Garrison? It's going to be close, it looks like here.
Gotta be careful of the blend line for Garrison.
Garrison into turn one.
Oh, he
and he gets the penalty!
Wow.
Oh, no! And that is going to put Bama up to P3.
A penalty we haven't
Garrison
seen
with a 10-second penalty
all season.
is going to be out of it.
3 drivers.
Wow, how about that? We now have 4 drivers out of 11 who do not have a penalty right now. That's Thorpe Cole, Bama, and DeMeo, the only 4. And DeMeo, if he pushes, he could get
Yeah, he's on old dirt
P4,
tires.
but it's going to be close.
He did pit.
So now we have Slurp 16 seconds up on Cole. As Slurp comes to the white flag, 1 lap to go in Singapore. For Slurp in the Red Bull, it'll be win number 2 of the season for Slurp and a much needed one to get back into the championship fight. Cole is going to come home in second. But Banjo, the big one, down in P6, it's going to be a big gain on him for Slurp.
Oh, Banjo just DNF!
Oh, Banjo's out of the race! I looked out of the points for 1 second!
Right in that
oh my
back and forth
goodness!
section. Oh, it was... Watch
Oh,
out.
he's in the middle of the track!
That was...
Holy
wow!
cow!
He was by
Talking
himself.
about big gains, it's going to be an even bigger one!
That is ginormous.
Oh my goodness, on the last lap of the race! I don't think he's going to fall below P9. I don't think Logan's going to get him in time.
Well,
holy mother.
Banjo
that is massive.
Saved his worst performance for a rainy day, and Slurp saved his best for a rainy day as
wow.
he's going to cruise to this one.
What a turn of events that is.
That's crazy.
Slurp taking it super easy, making sure he is good. I literally was scrolling to see the points. Slurp got win number 1 of the season at Zandvoort. 2 races ago. It is going to be his second win in the past 3 races. As he comes through Sector 3 for the final time, Slurp got pole and led every lap en route to an absolutely dominating race. Slurp shines under the lights in Singapore, wins in the rain here in the Singapore Grand Prix, and inserts himself firmly back into the championship fight.
They're putting fireworks out.
I guess
they
can.
Road.
Here comes Cole, 16 seconds back for a P2 finish. And here comes the Haas of Bama. He has been wanting a podium so badly this season. He's been so close, but not today. Bama is going to get his podium here in Singapore, and that is going to make him very, very pleased. Bama finally gets his podium. Garrison comes home for 4th. Strong run for the Ferrari of DeMeo, going to come home for a top 5 finish. And Aiden looks like he's going to get P6.
How about Banjo?
Logan does come in midnight, so Banjo going to get no points in this race.
JB just got in front of him at the end there.
What a turn of events.
Unbelievable.
Here comes Aiden across for P6. And Joey gonna... Oh, Joey is spinning out almost. He gets to the line. And Cheesy's going to pass him for P7 as a result of the penalty. First points of the season, finally, for OP Cheesy Man. Joey gets 8th, Logan 9th, and JB somehow gets points out of that race.
Who would have guessed? that going into a race with 12 drivers, that Banjo would come out with no points.
That is crazy. All right, let's get to our interviews. Gonna be a happy Slurp, gonna be a happy Bama. Cole probably gonna be bored, would be my guess.
I think Slurp might be bored to be. He's sitting by
Yeah,
himself
they
the whole
probably both are
race.
gonna be bored.
I'll tell you what
But I imagine we have a pretty happy Alabama Outlaw right now. Alright, everybody's here. That was quick. If you guys want to include your audios.
I did.
And Potato, you can take it away. You can do third and second, and I'll interview Slurp.
Yeah, P3 here for Bama. You were right up there the whole race. You had your teammate in front of you at one point, and then he had issues. How was it looking in front of you with that battle between Garrison and Cole, and how that worked out, and in the end getting the podium?
Yeah, I do believe that Cole and Garrison probably had the pace over me for most of the race, being within about a second, 2 seconds between them the entire time, so it was just kind of, trying to keep up with them, but didn't have the overspeed actually going past them. In the middle of the race, I considered doing kind of an undercut, but I had the feeling that the tires on the second sit were not going to make the end, which they ultimately didn't, at least in my on my car. But no, I ran a clean race. Didn't really get into the wall too much. Didn't have too many accidents. So I'm very happy with how that went down. Getting the undercut on Garrison, even though he had a penalty, but finished ahead of him track regardless. So overall, a really great weekend.
Yeah. So how do you feel now within the points? Both Haas drivers, both for constructors, after you showed some pace, but then some issues with JB. But also you finished fourth and fifth in this season. Now, does this kind of help you launch into some more podiums for this team and for you specifically later in the season?
Yeah, I believe so. Just kind of going into each race, probably getting a little bit better at qualifying, getting a bit better on the race parts for some things that we can improve in. But just running clean races is the main thing that every team wants to do, every driver wants to do. So if we execute the small things, are going to just lead to better results kind of naturally, and that's what we aim to do.
Yeah, well, a great P3 run here for Bama getting a podium, and then P2 for Cole. I mean, it didn't look great at one point. It looked pretty bleak, and because of that, it was because of that contact with Garrison. Walk me through what happened there and how you were able to recover for P2.
Yeah, he kind of just turned like I wasn't there. If I didn't overcorrect into him, I would have DNF'd. So, um, I yeah, not insanely happy. We made contact on lap one. I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll give him the spot. I'll pass him back, and yeah, it took me 15 laps and a 10-second lead to Slurp to do that. So obviously not my best choice, but yeah, I mean it happens.
Well, after this race, you should be, I would hope so, would be our points leader. So how does that feel for you now going into this later half in the season, instead of being behind, being in front, and being able to defend that cushion?
Yeah, I'd obviously rather be ahead than behind. So, yeah, overall it was a good points day. I am looking forward to next week at Japan because it is one of my best tracks. So, it should be good there. And yeah, the focus will just be beating Banjo and Slurp the rest of the season. So.
And one last thing, how about your teammate there, P7?
Yeah, finally, finally. I told he wanted to quit at the beginning of the race. I'm like, I told him what else you gonna do. So, yeah, I locked in. Got some points. So yeah, I'm happy for him. Thank God.
P2 here for Cole and a good points day for that team.
All right, Slurp. So a very entertaining race that you had. A lot of action
yes,
coming your way, and yeah, very close battle for the win. Take me through your race.
So honestly, I was stressing the whole race, but genuinely, once I saw it was rain, and that just made me so much. So it filled me with so much joy. It's really my only chance at winning, unless it's my best track ever, like snowboard. But no, from the start of the race, I saw like Cole and Garrison make contact early on in sector ones, and I mean after that it was kind of just like whatever. Like I just ran laps by myself. It was pretty boring, but I'm completely fine with that. Obviously, ending up in a victory. Um, Honestly, the championship fight is maybe back on. I'm gonna be 26 points behind Cole in Turk next week. Uh, Unfortunately, I think it's Japan. Yeah, so I think Cole is an easy one there. So gonna have to rely on the rest of the schedule to hopefully something happens to Cole. Honestly, I hope he dies, has a heart attack, something like that. To really ensure my fight in this, but nah, good race for me, obviously. Led every lap, was like no one was near me. Like I was just better. It felt good. It boosted my ego a little bit. And yeah, not much to say, honestly.
So you have inserted yourself back into the championship fight now. As we go into the last 5 races of the season, how are you feeling about your chances?
The more and more the season goes on, I really regret going to the outside of Garrison at Hungary. That if that didn't happen, I'd be right in the fucking thick of it. But fortunate that did happen.
Everybody
Really
knows.
read it.
Fuck it, it's KSI.
So,
We don't. Okay, it's fine.
whose interview is this again?
Not yours.
I think we lost track of that somewhere. But Hungary, really unfortunate, but honestly, this season has been such an improvement over last season. So no matter where I finish in this.
Alright, Slurp, congratulations on a dominating performance here. Oh my god, did my parties just die? What just happened? Oh no. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but that's gonna do it from Singapore. We'll see you guys in Japan. Thank